Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to another Jigsaw related discussion video. Today we're going to be talking about Saw 9, Jigsaw 2, whatever they end up calling it whenever it's announced or released or whenever. Basically, how do you use Tobin Bell's character in any future sequel? Because even us diehard fans know. Warning, we're going to be talking about spoilers here, just kind of interrupting myself there, but we are going to be talking about spoilers. But as all of us fans know, John Kramer's character, Tobin Bell's character, has been dead for about 5 movies now. Technically 4 if you want to get real technical, but you guys understand what I mean. John Kramer has been dead for a really long time now in the series, and they keep bringing him back with these flashbacks. Now, they're not all bad. In fact, I would also argue that Saw 4 and Saw 6 brought him back in really interesting ways, and even Jigsaw, brought it back in a really interesting way that added so much to his character that we didn't really know before, and now we have that placed on almost everything that we knew previously. I was really happy with that, but this whole flashback thing just cannot keep working every single film. They can't rely on it more, and it's one of the reasons I think a lot of people are really turned off by this franchise and its long-running soap opera-esque mythology and story and yada yada yada. It's too predictable at this point. So how do you bring him back in a new, interesting way that has Tobin Bell be basically just Tobin Bell in any stage or form that we're familiar or is the most popular with fans, while not having to do so many different flashbacks and messing with the intercontinuity and timelines of the series any further? You know, bringing back other people or just kind of placing scenes or moments in between or close to things that we already know took place around the same time period, kind of like what we saw in Jigsaw. I think it would be cool to have Logan or Eleanor, probably Logan because he is the official new Jigsaw apprentice, but also because Eleanor is somewhat obsessed and maybe a little bit psychotic. One of them have some kind of semblance, like they see John Kramer and they see him walking around, he talks to them, and it's kind of like a Dark Passenger Dexter thing. If you read the Dexter books, if you watch the Dexter television show, you kind of understand what I mean. Having this father figure who's basically your conscious, but no one else can see them, walk around, talk to you, and even express like how you should be feeling or what you should be thinking in any real situation. I think that would be actually one of the coolest things they could do with Jigsaw's character at this point. Because let's be clear, you can't get rid of Tobin Bell. You can't get rid of the whole Jigsaw character. It would be just as disastrous as it was with the whole Freddy Krueger Nightmare on Elm Street remake. Without Robert Englund, that role just doesn't sizzle. We associate one horror icon with that particular person, and you really can't have Jigsaw be played or done by any other person, and you really can't have a Saw film be almost no John Kramer, almost no Tobin Bell, because they tried that with the final chapter. Even though they did somewhat of a respectable job, there was still a huge noticeable absence of him in that film, and it really hurt for it. One of the best things about Jigsaw was we got somewhat of an extended presence, more so than we have had for a long time outside of what, Saw 4, Saw 6, with Tobin Bell's character. It was something that really made that film sizzle at the very end, and it was something that I, as a fan, really appreciated. Personally, I think this would be the best way to go. It would be able to have him throughout the majority of the film without having to rely on flashbacks, without having to rely on intercontinuities or timeline mess ups or anything else like that. It's all in our characters' heads, and we're watching him play out and talk to these people in real time, but in fact he is somewhat dead. Plus, you kind of also play on that he's out of his grave, where's his body, who's being affected by this, and is it somewhat of a ghost haunting aspect that they could play off the horror genre as well. So those are my thoughts here. I hope you guys like them. Tell me in the comment section below what your thoughts are. How would you utilize Tobin Bell's character or John Kramer in any future sequels? And we're just going to discuss this in the comment section below. I hope everyone has a fantastic day. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell over by the subscriber button, because that's going to notify you every single time I upload. Also, make sure to share this video out to all your friends so they can share their thoughts and opinions as well. I hope everyone has a fantastic day. It's been real.